your life is on the line and you know that you're on an oxygen tank and they're going to put you on your head, see what you do. Because the bottom line is that me, I'm one person. I can never miss.
The guy's not being loyal to you. How could you be loyal to him?
Yeah,
and whether you're your father or not. So, you know, but it's always been hard because it was my father.
The word came down, this guy had to go. You know, we didn't know nothing about him until the last minute. And I liked him. I liked Billy. He was a nice guy, but...
Welcome to the show. Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we got Tommy Stigs. What's going on, everybody? This is a really good interview. A lot of people like this one, and this is part 2 of 3. So there's a whole nother part that's going to be coming out after this one. And don't worry, I left a cliffhanger for you guys, and because I know you guys like that type of stuff. Cinnamon Girl, what's up? Eric, what's good, man? Dave from the Laborers Union. Staxx, how are you? Great content shows, my friend. Looking forward to part 2 with the great Tommy Stigs. Both of you guys are killing it. Keep it up. Definitely. 100%, man. Kelly, how are you? Maureen, what's going on? Gianni, what's good with you, man? Thanks for joining me tonight. Everett, happy Thanksgiving, all you guys. Brittany, what's going on? Tommy Stigs. We got Tommy Stigs in the house. I believe this is Tommy Stigs' first time seeing this one too. So we got some surprises in it for you guys. Hello, Mike F. What's up, bro? Nico, what's good, bro? Stigs. So I'm not going to keep you guys too long. We're going to get right to the show. But if you guys like this type of content, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. And if you don't, you remember, you know what to do. But anyway, I'll be back after this video's done. Stay tuned. It's about to get real.
Street guys trying to rob you, take advantage of you. The law looking after you. A gambler trying to take advantage of you. You're a target. You're alone. Other street guys trying to rob you, take advantage of you. The law looking after you. A gambler trying to take advantage of you. You're a target. You're alone.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Tommy Stigs.
Saying that, put it on me, that I was the one. I was prepared right there to take whatever came my way. I knew what could have happened to me. I knew it. On principle, it bothered me. It was burning me so much that I'm so loyal to this life, right? To this, you know, the way we do things and the way we're supposed to be. I felt like he was going to pull a gun out and just blow my brains out right in front of everybody in the social club and say my nephew was no good. Seriously thought that. What I did, I threw everything.
Yeah, could have happened.
Could have happened. He was known for, threw everything up in the air, walked out, never went back into that social club. Took my business elsewhere. Nobody could say a word. Nobody could say.
Everyone's just sitting there stunned, right?
Right there. It's maybe about 10 to 12 guys in there. And my cousin, because it was me, my cousin, and my uncle, he was ready to go to work on him. But that's it. I went back. I never had contact with him again after that. I took my business elsewhere. When he died, I wore red to his funeral. The most disrespectful thing that you could ever do to a knockaround guy is wear red to the funeral.
Really?
I walked in late and I wore red. And my mother's like, my son, oh my God, what's the matter? My son is crazy. She knew, she knew. So that's the ugly part that people don't see. So every day you're grinding through this life. You're making money on the street. You're loan shark and you're hustling all day. Every negative thing is pointed at you. Other street guys trying to rob you, take advantage of you. The law looking after you. A gambler trying to take advantage of you. You're a target. You're alone.
And you got
You
your
think
own
you're in an
family
organization,
trying
but
to
you're
rob
alone.
you. You got your
Huh?
own family trying to rob you.
My own family, blood.
Wow.
Never mind someone else I was associated with. Own blood. That's how ruthless this life is. Don't ever get involved in this mess. Still, even at that point, something I would never think of doing is cooperating. Not even a thought. Even with that kind of betrayal. Still wouldn't do it. So fast forward. Guy working for me was dealing with high school kids. This is fast forward in about 2 years or so. I'm away from my uncle. I'm with a whole different outfit and doing all different things. And I got a really good thing going. Things are going good. And it's working out well. And my best friend, he's dealing with high school kids. I'm at that. By this time,
right?
I'm no longer. By this time, I'm one step above being an agent. So the agent is on the street dealing with every gambler, right? I was a little bit one step above being an agent. I had packages under me. So Staxx has a. Here's Tommy Stigs. Staxx has a package under me. Right? This guy has a package under me. You're an agent for me.
Yeah, so I'm
We're
going out
splitting
and I'm collecting the money and bringing it to you.
You got 15 gamblers betting every week. And then you're turning it into me. And the outfit gives me a percentage of your package. That's how it works. It's the nature of the business. It's just a tiered process. That's how it works. So he's got high school kids gambling with him. One kid goes bad for 700. I don't know any of this is going on because I had no idea he was dealing with young kids. I mean, listen, it was part of our nature anyway. It's not a big deal, but I didn't want to. We don't need to do that. I got guys that own pallet yards and businesses and gentlemen deal.
Yeah, like
gamblers.
Bigwig executives that want to gamble with you. You don't have to deal with these kids at all.
Not a nickel and dime that. There's no need for that. So one of the kids, something happens. One of the kids can't pay. He gets into a little altercation. They pick him up. And I think they went to work on him. The other kids went to work on him. Anyway, they dime out my best friend. And then he dimes me out. And that's how I got pinched. So that's how I took a pinch.
Up until this point, you had no one try to rob you or no one tell you I ain't paying you?
Never. I never had serious issues. I tried to keep it right and get good customers and keep their limits down. I wasn't greedy. Remember, I wasn't a gambler. So I wasn't greedy where, okay, if I let this guy keep betting, he's going to bang out. He can't pay $5,000. There's no way. I'm just using a fake number. There's no way. So why would I give him that limit? Let me keep him small. Let me go slow and steady, nice, and I'll earn.
Yeah.
And then I won't have these big headaches. When somebody goes bad for 500 or 1,000, I can handle it. Now I could push that out as a loan shark loan, right? So you got to think smart. It's the problem. These guys get greedy.
Did you ever have someone not have the money and be like, I'll give you this business or I'll sign it over to you and try to pay you this way, like with a car or something like that?
No, everybody typically, I did all right. I can't say that I never had an issue like that. I did have one situation where I had a gambler. He owned a pizzeria and I made a deal with him. He has cash flow. So I'm like, every Friday I'm coming in, you give me 100, right? Whatever it is, 200. Every Friday, you're going to take it out of your register. You're going to give me 100. I know on Tuesday you're making pies. It's not your busy day. Friday's your busy day. And he was cool with it. We had no issues with it. But what happened was this guy was being shaken down by another crew, by another group. So he goes to these guys and he says, how many guys are going to shake me down every week? I'm paying you. I'm paying Stigs. How many of you guys are coming in here to shake me down? I wasn't shaking him down. He had a gambling debt.
Yeah, he was paying you your money. You weren't shaking him down.
No problem. Regular. And I was a gentleman about it, right? But these are when you're dealing with degenerate gamblers, is what you're dealing with. Dealing with bottom of the barrel here. So
Mhm.
he says, well, I got to pay Stigs every week. I got to pay you. He's like, what do you mean you got to pay Stigs? Yeah, he comes in every week. I got to give him an envelope. Oh, yeah? I get a call. I go to this location. And anytime I got a call, I went. I'm surrounded by 5 guys. I walk in this shopping center.
And
And
you
I'm
don't
surrounded
know
by
them. You don't know
5
these
guys.
guys.
I do know some of them. Yeah. All killers. Nicky Skins, Stefanelli. He's dead now. Crazy Willie Gans. He's dead now. 3 other guys, they're still alive. So I'm not going to get into it. But Nicky Skins is dead. Crazy Willie Gans got killed at a poker game in the neighborhood. And Skins killed himself. I don't know, you know about Nicky Skins' story. But anyway, they surrounded me and they were looking to go to work on me. They were really looking to go to work on me. Now, I had to try to get out of this situation, respecting these made guys, in the same time trying to wiggle out, not saying who you're with, what do you do, what's going on here, why, who represents you. I don't do that. There's 5 guys there. I'm not dropping names. I don't do that shit. No, you're not getting that shit out of me. That's not happening. And I'm not shaking down this douchebag. He's a gambler. And, you can understand the conversation. I'm not a tough guy, but you can understand what the conversation was. They didn't get anything out of me. Thankfully, they didn't go to work on me, which I was ready to take a beating, but for no good purpose. There's 2 times, no good purpose. I was about to get 2 situations right there that I did nothing wrong in. And one of them I could have got clipped, and the other one they were looking to work me over because they thought I was taking that I was on their shakedown, and I wasn't.
Did you say he's just paying me the money he owes me? It's not.
Yeah, I did say that. You still have to be careful because out of 5 guys, 2 could be rats. So you always got to be. Now I'm admitting guilt. So if I say, he gambled with me, he's admitting guilt. If I say, this guy gambled with me, it's a gambling loss. I don't know if the guy over there is a rat, dry snitch. This is all the things you got to think about in a split second. You got to watch what you say. You got to watch what you do. And I wiggled out of it somehow. I got back to my people. They had to sit down. They worked it out. My people were fucking pissed. They were pissed.
Did they win that sit down?
Yes. Yes, because I didn't do anything wrong. Now, not saying they can't still shake them down. That's their business. That's what these people do. Mine was legit. So I still collected mine. He still came good every week. The kid still came good every week. The guy, he still paid me every week. We were all right. And then this is just everyday.
Were you pissed at him for saying anything?
Yeah, I was.
Pissed at him?
I was.
Yeah.
I was.
Did you say anything to him?
And again, that's where you got to keep your cool, because once you say something, you don't know if he's bad.
He could go running back to him like, listen, you guys just had a talk with him. He's still talking and this and that, right?
The minimal talk, got to talk as minimum as possible. I don't want to say to the guy, look, you lost 10, whatever it was. I remember the number, what it was. But you lost 10,000. You agreed to pay me every week. Now I'm fucking guilty right there. Yeah. I'm guilty. So I always try to be smart about it. Again, I'm going to say I had no vice. I was cool about it. I had no vice. A lot of bookmakers are trying to collect that money to cover their own gambling debts. I had none of that.
Yeah, and then they collect other people's money and gamble it all away, and then they're trying to pay things and they're broke like Larry did,
Yeah. Well, he was a degenerate gambler, and they'll tell you he was.
Yeah.
So that's the hustle there. So you got to be very careful with these people. Very careful with these people. I remember one time I had to go collect from somebody. This guy had to give me a pension check, $10,000 pension check. I'm like, how am I going to do with a pension check? You giving me a pension check? Now, am I supposed to feel bad about this? I don't think so. You bet on the Giants and you lost, right? So we had guys that cashed checks for us. No
How
problem.
Come he didn't cash the check.
No,
Simple.
He gave the pension check to us. Like, what
but why didn't you just go with him and say, cash this in, give me my money? That's it. He
said, can you do, I'm just going to give you this check. Can you cash it? And I did, but when I went to collect that check, that was in Newark, New Jersey. I had one car on one street, one car on another street, the 2 intersections. and me and another guy in the middle went to collect it because we don't know. You never know what's up. When these guys are that bad, they're banged out like that. They're unstable, man. They're capable of anything.
They'll try to get rid of you to get rid of the problem, right?
Yeah, you're dealing with some very mentally unstable people at that time. They're banged out with you. You're not the only one they lost to. They lost to others. They didn't just find me when they were 40 years old. They've been gambling their whole life. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
they didn't just find me that week. They, So these are the situations that you're in, and this is where the problems come in because it's an organization, so there's people, and wherever there's people, there's going to be issues. That I took that pinch when I was 25 years old, 26 years old. So
Can you walk me through when they came and got you?
Okay, so I was at my grandfather's funeral. It was the day we buried my grandfather.
You're at the funeral that day?
I was at my grandfather's funeral, right? The pinch came down the day of my grandfather's funeral. Now, I didn't know what was going on, but I heard sirens in the neighborhood. Something was going on.
Yeah.
So they came and this is all going on during the day. They came and got my friend at his house or wherever he was at work during the funeral. Now I'm trying to make calls and I'm trying to understand what's going on. And then I see it on the news and I said, all right, this isn't good. This is going to be a problem. All right, let me set this up. My whole family's at my house. We just buried my grandfather. We're at my house. And I walk down the block. This is a neighborhood story. I walk down the block to my friend's mother's house, who I called Ma. That's how close we were. I said, all right, let me take care of this now. I'll get the bail money ready. I'll call a lawyer. He'll be out in a couple hours. Well, this will be fine. All right. I'm sitting there. The phone's not ringing. Nothing's happening. And I'm ready. I got everything ready. I said, what's going on? We're not getting a call because we're waiting for a call. Excuse me. Waiting for a call first. What's the bail? Well, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing all day. Around 3-4 o'clock, I call my lawyer and I said, Donnie, what's going on? It's my lawyer. I said, what's going on? He's down there. Too long. I said, all right. He said, all right, let me call down there. He calls the Essex County Prosecutor's Office. He said he's been in there for about 8 hours, telling them everything about you from the day you were born. Every little thing that you ever did, he's telling them about it. So as of right now, there's an active warrant for you. They're coming to your mother's house. They're going to come in there and pinch you and go through your mother's house and search and everything. I said, Donnie, the whole family's there. My grandmother's still crying. Everybody's there. He's like, I know. I said, I got 25 people there. He says, all right.
And do you have any slips or anything in your house that's illegal that they could tie to all
I had
this?
money in the house. Money. Maybe $20,000 in the house. Yeah, I have money in the house. So he said, they're coming there. They're going to tear your house apart. They're going to take you out in front of your whole family. They want to make a point of this. They want you to be taken out of your house with everybody. This is the vengeance that these people have, or whatever you want to call it. This is the hate that they have. So he made an arrangement for me to turn myself in. I think this was on a Thursday or a Friday. He says, all right, they're going to let you turn yourself in on Monday. I said, all right. He says, but you can't you have an active warrant. If some cop wants to be a prick, they can literally arrest you and put you in for the weekend until you see a judge on Monday. I said, well, what do I do? He says, you got to get the fuck out of here. You got to go somewhere. Don't be in the area. Everybody knows who you are. Everybody knows who you are. They know where you hang out. You're not hard to find. They know where you're at.
Yeah.
So I was at the office when this happened. I called my mother. I called my wife. I wasn't married. Call my mother. Call my fiance. I said, look, guys, you got to bring me clothes to the lawyer's office. I got to get out of here. They're like, all right. So I took my clothes. I parked my car in a garage in Mountainside, New Jersey. We went to Atlantic City for the next 3 days. I was on the lam in Atlantic City for 3 days. I stayed in Atlantic City.
That 20 grand, right?
All right. Went to Atlantic City, hung out there for about 3 days, Friday, Saturday. Came back Monday morning to turn myself in. And I turned myself in, and my charges were, what were my charges? I had a boatload of charges. 5 years worth of charges, conspiracy to promote gambling, all these things. The main thing was the conspiracy to promote gambling. That's a problem because conspiracy is 3 to 5 years.
And
When
that's
you charge
conspiracy is when you're thinking about doing something. So it's really hard to deny conspiracy. You know, it's really hard to beat charged to beat.
That's a tough one, right?
It
Conspiracy.
really is. Yeah, it's
Conspiracy
like you
is-
two were thinking about doing something. How do you beat that charge?
It's conspiracy because there's more than one person. So you got a conspiracy to take out to handle a criminal, whatever it might be. Could be robbing a store, could be bookmaking. Conspiracy is tough. Conspiracy is very tough. This is where I was troubled when I was going through, do I plead guilty? Do I go to trial? Right? So fast forward, I get my discovery, all my evidence. It's all right here.
Do you have to stay in prison? Do you have to stay?
Got my discovery. Look, I got my discovery right here, right? So this is after indictment, obviously. We're fast forwarding through 6 months of
A lot.
the discovery and all of that stuff.
But are you in
But,
jail? Do you get bond, any of that?
No, so what happened was they arraigned me. They give me $15,000 bail. And one of my stipulations for bail was nothing happens to this individual that ratted you out, basically, whatever legal term they want to use. Witness, whatever they said, I don't know, whatever it was. Anything happens to him, you're charged with the crime. He gets assaulted, you're charged with assault. Gets murdered, you charge him. We're going to bring you up.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that was my bail stipulation. You're responsible for the witness in this case.
Because you knew who it was, right?
My best friend from birth.
Wow.
Babies. I said, oh my God. Well, I get home. I of course you agree to your bail. You're going to agree to your bail restrictions. My bail restrictions were I can't leave the state without I can't fly without notifying them or with probation department, whatever it is. You got to notify them before you fly, hand in a passport, all that bail shit. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
So I'm not a flight risk or anything like that. So they gave me my bail. I get home. There's a knock on my door, my mother's front door. 2 guys from New York come in the house right in. I knew them. Come right in the house, furious. They put $15,000 cash on my mother's table. Where's this guy? Where's he live? I said, listen.
Shit.
I said, listen, guys. I know how all of this goes, but if you value me being around on the street and not having to get any more legal trouble, this is part of my bail stipulation that nothing happens to him. And that was tough to do because that time they were still in that mindset. Things didn't really change very much yet. They were still ready to go to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they were cool with it. They were cool with it. They let the case play out. Remember, you got to remember, nobody above me was pinched. I was taking the hit for all of this. So
But I'm sure some people were a little nervous because they don't know what you're going to do once you get to that point where you're offered time in prison or you have no clue. Like,
yeah, as you could see, the most people that we thought were honorable through these years are now, they're now rats. So anybody at any time, right? They could put the pressure on you. Who knows? But not in my DNA, not in my mindset, not even a thought. And I don't think they thought that of me anyway. But they were respectful. They honored that, they respected that, which was great. I had to fight this case anyway. So they're like, why would we bring more on? It's not going to go any further than here. I never introduced anybody else to the people I dealt with, only me. So there's no way that they could be implicated other than following me. And circumstantial.
Yeah, the people who you're bringing money to or dealing with on top of you, the people on top.
Nobody else had connections with them. It was only however many people I had working for me, I had about 5 agents under me. None of them knew.
Even your best friend didn't know?
Nope. Never even knew who we were affiliated with. No idea. I was smart, Staxx. Remember, like I'm going to say again, I didn't have a vice. This was a business to me.
Yeah.
That helps you keep your mind clear when you don't have a vice. So I'm not book smart. I'm not intelligent. I barely graduated high school. But in this life, that aspect, I kind of knew how to do it. Kind of knew what to do based on some history that we have learned over the years. And I think I was doing it all right. I think I had it all going right till that day. You know what I mean? Till that day. But
till you mess with your best friend.
right. So I never brought them to meetings when we settled up. Once a week we would have a meeting. You know, if the office had to pay me for my guys, or if I had to pay the office for the winnings, only I went myself. Went for a drink, went for dinner, whatever, met somewhere and settled up. Monday and Thursday. Only.
Did he ever
me.
try to go with you? Did he ever
No.
try like
No.
No. You
So
didn't have
it was a
any
big
signs?
mystery to them.
You don't look back like, yeah, I knew he was fucking around and trying to get me on tape or anything. Did you have a feeling?
No. Nope, because he didn't until he was pinched. He didn't until he was pinched. So fast forward into the court case, I got to negotiate a plea deal. Do I go to trial or do I take a guilty plea? What do I do? Right?
How much
Now,
time they
here's where I
offering
was-
you?
You know, they start to work down. It's a 5-year max. They start at 3 years. You know, they try to go a little bit at a time. We'll drop this. It's what they do. They play with you.
Yeah.
It's a game.
Yeah.
It's just a game. So they're trying. So I wanted to go to trial very bad. I really did. I wanted to face him on the stand. I really wanted to do this, but I knew that the judge was going to give me the max. I knew I would get 5 years. Judge Falcone, if you ever heard of him, look him
I
up.
have.
North New Jersey.
I
Judge
have.
Judge Falcone, North New Jersey. He will
Mhm.
sentence you to the maximum. And my only thing about that was if he gave you the 5 with no parole, that could be a problem. Because state, with 5, you do maybe, I don't know, 18 months. Yeah, it's short.
Yeah, 5 to
But-
the door. You're doing it all of it.
Problem. Now
Unless
you got a
they
problem
take
if they
off-
say no
take
parole,
off like
right?
35% or whatever it is, 15%.
But I was willing to take a shot at trial up until they dropped conspiracy. I would not plead guilty with a conspiracy charge. I would not, because then I'm admitting I'm part of something. Charge me with the crime, bookmaking, violating gambling laws, whatever it might be. Drop the conspiracy, I'll give you a guilty plea. I'll go away. I'll take it. I'll take the hit. And they did. They gave me 9 months in county. I got 9 months in county, Essex County, 2 years probation, fines and this and stuff. So, it's hard when you go in there and you say, now I'm a fucking convict. Like I just pled guilty. And now I am an actual con, right? I'm a convict. It's weird when you hear it,
Yeah.
when you say it, when they drop that hammer down and they take everything away and put you in that big door closes, that big metal door that they have. Boom, it closes on you.
What
Right now
was the
you
light
close your-
going into
Crazy.
the county for 9 months? Bam! I hope you guys like that one. There's still another part, so it's about to get real. Yo, someone asked me if this was live. Yes, it's live. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for watching. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone that takes the time to watch this show. I've been putting a lot of effort in, and I hope you guys like it. I do it for you guys. But anyway, Chauvin, the guy who killed George Floyd, has been stabbed in prison. Breaking news. Derek Chauvin has been stabbed in prison. He's in critical condition. It's pretty crazy. So this is what happened. Ex-officer Derek Chauvin, convicted of George Floyd's killing, was stabbed in prison. Derek Chauvin, former Minneapolis, Minnesota officer. And if you guys don't know, I went to Minneapolis, Minnesota right after this happened. I interviewed people out there. I interviewed the guy who filmed George Floyd getting killed. I interviewed a woman from the neighborhood, the Agave movement. She told me what it was like when they were rioting out there. I checked out the neighborhood. I walked around. I filmed, there were stolen cars. There was all kinds of stuff. But I went there. I am boots on the ground. So if you guys don't know, go check that video out. I'll re-upload it since this is about to get a lot of coverage. So the attack happened at the Federal Correctional Institution in Tucson for medium security prison. It's a medium security prison. Now, why is Derek Chauvin in a medium security prison? He's a high-level inmate. Like, of course they're going to want to kill this guy. So it says the medium security prison has been plagued with security lapses, staff shortages, and a person was not authorized to publicly discuss the details of the attack, but they did speak to us on conditions of anonymity. That means you're going to keep their name out of the article. So the Bureau of Prisons confirmed that an incarcerated person was assaulted at FCI Tucson around 12:30 p.m. local time Friday. In a statement, the agency said responding employees contained the incident, performed life-saving measures before the inmate, who was not named, was taken to the hospital for further treatment and evaluation. No employees were injured, but the FBI was on notice. The Bureau of Prisons said family visiting the facility, which has about 180 inmates, has been suspended. There's no visits. So what happens when there's an incident like this in a prison like this with a person like this? I've been in a prison when someone's gotten murdered before. Right next to my cell, they pulled a dead body out. They pulled a guy out in handcuffs. The FBI comes in and they question everybody. They sit every inmate down from the whole whatever unit you're in. And the next day, the case that I was not involved in, but the case that I seen, it was late at night. The guy killed his cellmate, and I heard banging on the door. It was probably like 2 or 3 in the morning. Bang, bang, bang. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I jump out of my bed. I look out the window. I'm on the top tier. I'm looking out the window, and you could see down. And yeah, they tried to whack him. So I see them pull a body out with a sheet tied around his neck. They pulled the body out, and then a few minutes later, they took the guy out in handcuffs, walked him right up and right out of the pot. And then they took the body out, and they brought a stretcher down there. They put the body on there and took him out. And then, so we were on lockdown. We didn't get to leave the cell. I think it was for like a whole week, sitting in that cell. They shut the water off. That's what they do. They shut the water off. They feed you in the cell. You can't leave. And then eventually they'll come around and they let 2 people at a time take a shower. But so I remember when they first let us out, they had crime scene tape on the cell. Like, crime scene tape, like in the world. Like, they had that shit on the cell all around and then across the door. I'm like, what the fuck? I guess it was a crime scene. So eventually they come, knock on our door, and they pull us both out at the same time. And they bring us down to the lieutenant's office, and the FBI interviews you. Each person in that whole place. And I just said, I don't know nothing. And then they bring us back to our cell, and that was it. And then eventually the lockdown's lifted, and everyone goes about their business. But anyway, this is a little bit different situation. Chauvin was stabbed. Is the second high-profile attack on a federal prisoner in the last 5 months. Larry Nassar was stabbed. He's a fellow inmate at a federal penitentiary in Florida. It is also the second major incident at Tucson Federal Prison in little over a year. In November 2022, an inmate at the facility's low security prison camp pulled out a gun and attempted to shoot a visitor in the head. Do you guys hear this? This is the same prison. Insane, man. It says, in November 2022, an inmate in the low security prison camp pulled out a gun and attempted to shoot a visitor in the head. The weapon, in which the inmate shouldn't have had, you think? It misfired and no one was hurt. What the fuck? I didn't even hear about this one, but I'm gonna have to do a story about that one. That's just crazy. I never heard nothing like that in my life. I heard of people finding bullets on the yard, and you know, there's they call it like a folklore and shit, right? They say that if you find a bullet in prison, or if you there's a bunch of different ones, but they say if you find a bullet in prison and you hand it in, that they'll let you go. Another thing they say is that if there's a guard getting attacked and you save them, they'll let you go. I don't know if you guys ever heard that before, but it's all over the prison system. Everybody talks about it. Oh shit, if a guard's getting beat up, I'll just let him get beat up. Some guys say that. Some people say, hey, I'll help them and maybe they'll let me out. Honestly, I don't think that's the case because, you know, a lot of these people have some major charges. But anyway, Chauvin got stabbed. So Chauvin, 47, was sent to FCI Tucson from a maximum security prison in Minnesota State Prison in August 2022 to simultaneously serve a 21-year federal sentence for violating George Floyd's rights and a 22.5-year state prison sentence for second-degree murder. So I guess they're gonna, Staxx, did you do your time in Connecticut? Yes. All over Connecticut. I've been in a lot of different prisons. Started in Little Cheshire, started in the youth block in Hartford Correctional Center. And I was very young, man. But, you know, you live and you learn. But anyway, I don't understand why they would send him from a maximum security prison in Minneapolis, Minnesota, to a low security prison in Tucson, Arizona. This doesn't make sense to me. So Chauvin's lawyer, Eric Nelson, had advocated for keeping him out of general population and away from other inmates, anticipating he'd be a target. In Minnesota, Chauvin was mainly kept in solitary confinement, largely for his own protection, Nelson wrote in the court papers last year. Last week, the U.S. Supreme Court rejected Chauvin's appeal of his murder conviction. Separately, Chauvin is making a long-shot bid to overturn his federal guilty plea. What? So he pled guilty, claiming new evidence shows he didn't cause Floyd's death. They're trying to blame it on fentanyl and all this shit, but you shouldn't have had your knee on his neck, man. I think he probably would be alive. But anyway, Floyd, who was black, died on May 25th, 2020 after Chauvin, who is white and probably not a racist, but everyone makes him out to be one. Because, you know, nowadays everyone's a racist if you're white. That's what they think. A lot of people think that. It's just crazy. But he pressed his knee on his neck for 9.5 minutes on the street outside the convenience store. And that is the street where I went and did the interviews. I'll show you guys. I went right in that store, the Cup of Foods. Shout out to everybody out there in the neighborhood. I did some interviews with a lot of people who live in the neighborhood because I wanted to see what it was, you know. I wanted to ask people what the neighborhood was like before and after. I wanted to ask them, like, you know, really about like what it was like there. All right, bam, I got a short one for you guys. This one's only a minute long. This one's a minute long, but I'll play it for you guys. Ori Spado, what's going on, man? Go check out Ori Spado's book, The Accidental Gangster. He's a great guy, and he's coming back on the show, too. We got something really good for you guys this coming week. Drop the link. I want to watch. I got you, man. I'm going to play it for you right now. There's more videos. I'll upload a video right after I get off here with me at George Floyd Square. But anyway, let's get to this video. What's going on, Ori? How you doing, man? Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, man. Hope you guys had a great day. Let's check this out.
My man, it's Bill Staxx, and we're at George Floyd Square with Popeye right now, and he's showing us around a little bit. I'm gonna show us what's up over here.
Bam! Everywhere. I go everywhere in the country.
This, man. We're out here at George Floyd Square. With all the murals they got down here. I'm gonna show you some of them.
Look at this shit.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Hustle. Yeah, the Nipsey.
It's the Nipsey Hussle mural.
Bill Staxx, and I'm at George Floyd Square.
Bam! Go check out that interview. I'm going to drop some new content if you guys want me to. I'm going to interview Bill Staxx. You're going to interview Bill Staxx? I thought I was going to interview you again, Ori. I'm going to upload Tommy Stigs Part 2 on the video side. If you guys want to check it out with no interruptions, like me coming on and talking shit, you could see the video straight through. So if you guys want to watch it right now, it's up on members only. So all the videos are going to be posted to members only first for you guys to get a chance to watch them. So if you get the exclusive package on members only, you will be able to see the full interview with no interruptions. If you get the low-end package on members only, you're going to be able to see either part 1, part 2, or part 3 when they're released on members only. You'll get to see part 1, and then either that night or the next day, part 1 will drop on live. So that's the way it's going to go. If you guys want to see content early and first, then join the members only. If you don't, then just wait and you'll get to see it. NYI, yeah, man. NYI was crazy. I was there for quite a while, about 1.5 years, I think. I was in C Cottage. I was in E, F. Then I was in B Cottage. You know, you got to go back to SAG. And then I was in, at the end, I was in C Cottage. I got a job. I was in the worker cottage. And then from there, I got shipped out and went to real prison, you know? Well, I consider it real prison. Like, NYI is no joke. That shit is brutal, man. It was sometimes in there was probably worse than you know, adult prison. Just because those kids are brutal. It's brutal. Like, we used to make each other pass out for fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm late. I'll catch the replay. Thanks for watching, man. I think everyone is away for the holidays. Hey, maybe. Gladiator School, damn right, man. A lot of fighting in there. They got the basketball court. You go up them stairs, boom, and then the basketball court's right there. They have some, I forget, man. But I remember that when they said, you're going to F Cottage or E Cottage. They're like, That's the ghetto, man. You can have fun down there. Like, damn. All right, Ori, have a great one. So, I want you guys all to go subscribe to the Reformed Podcast. It's called Reformed Podcast. Go subscribe to the Reformed Podcast. I'll drop a link. If you have a good story and you are reformed, then hit me up and we'll put you on the Reformed Podcast. We got 1,140 subscribers already. Shout out to everyone that subscribed, and things are gonna get better. Please shout out my channel. What's your channel, man? First here in D Cottage, dude tried to take my cheeseburger right off my tray. Hey, I dealt with the same shit, man. I fought like a motherfucker in Little Cheshire. I wasn't playing games when I was there, man. I'm not no gangster. I'm not no crazy dude, but listen, you ain't taking my food off my tray. You ain't taking my commissary. It's not happening. Hit up my email, man. BillStaxx2021. What's your YouTube channel? Put the name in the chat, man. Yo, I'm going to drop the link. If anyone wants to hit this link, come on for a second. I got a couple minutes. Got about 5 minutes. So if you guys, someone wants to jump on here, you could just hit this link. We'll chop it up for a minute. They never did that again. I beat them, but I fought back. Not saying I beat them, but I fought back. Go subscribe to Tony 2 times 2023. Go subscribe to Tony 2 times 2023. Why they call you Tony 2 times, man? You say shit 2 times? 2 times? I'm fucking with you, bro. Go subscribe to Tony 2 times 2023. Go subscribe to Tommy Stigs Social Club. Oh, yeah. We had a really good comment, man. And they win the prize. Whoever wrote this comment. Why do you hashtag Joey Merlino in Tommy Stigs' video? Can anyone answer that question for me? Now, why would I tag Joey Merlino in Tommy Stigs' video? I don't know. Maybe I'm Dominic and I'm searching for some clout. Yo, we got Tony 2 times here.
What's going on,
bro?
buddy? How you doing, bro? Hey, everybody
great,
in the
man.
chat, how's it going? Yeah, so I started a channel, Staxx. I took the plunge and said, let me start this channel, and I need 50 subscribers before I could do a live, you know. So I have some
go
experience.
Subscribe right now. Go subscribe.
Yeah, please.
Tony
yeah, guys,
2
I have
times 2023. I'm gonna go subscribe right now. Matter of fact,
they called me Tony 2 times growing up because me and my friends, our favorite movie was Bronx Tale. You know what I mean? So we all had nicknames out of that. My boy, I had Coffee Cakes, you know, Jimmy Whispers, Tony 2 times. They call me Tony 2 times. He says everything twice, you know, or that was Goodfellas, or no, that was Bronx Tale.
It's Tony 2 times TV.
Yeah, Tony 2 times 2023. So you know.
Oh shit, that one has 120,000 subscribers. That's not you.
Yeah, no. Or it's Anthony Honeycutt 1350, but I changed the name on it, so
I'm looking for it right now.
If it's not that, it's Anthony Honeycutt 1357.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it. All right, it's not that one. It's not Tony 2 times.
Anthony Honeycutt 1357. Hold on 1 second.
Anthony, what is it?
Anthony Honeycutt. HUNEY CUTT 1357.
How many subscribers you got?
I don't know, like 12.
I see
There's a
one with
picture of me, like,
39.
huh?
I don't see it, bro. What's the picture of you?
It's
What's it
me
look
like in
like?
a white. It's me in like a white, like a not really like a tracksuit, but kind of like an old school tracksuit.
I don't see it, bro. I typed in Anthony Honeycutt, 1357.
Yeah, 13. Hold on a minute, bro. Let me see something real quick. Let me check on this other thing.
I don't see it, man.
Hold on, Staxx. Give me 1 second, bro. I'm sorry, man. I apologize.
Yeah, or send the link. Put the link in the chat or something.
Yeah, hold on a minute. I'll tell you right now.
All right.
Yo, it's
What's good, everybody?
no,
Hit the like button. Mikey, what's up? Mickey, what's going on? Joey Blunts. I'll call you
no,
after this stream, Mickey.
Hey, Staxx, it is.
Joey.
It's Tony 2 times 2023, and it's
All one word.
Yeah, Tony TWO times 2020, all one word, all of it. Yeah, it's up there. I got I just started it, bro, because I used to do stand-up comedy. You know, I had a page before in the past called Honey Cuts It Up, half-ass comedy. Bro, I got 14 subscribers. I just started it today. Bro, I literally got arrested for impersonating a
impersonating a police officer. I can't see it, man.
Yeah,
I see it.
No.
I'm looking right down the thing. I don't see it. Send it to me, man. Send it to my emails. Bill Staxx 2021. Right. Send me the link to the email.
Okay.
And then I'll
post know what?
It doesn't pop up. Everyone said, but all of them are trying to go there and they can't find it.
Well, there's an at. There's an at symbol. There's an at symbol. Everyone said, well, all of them are trying to go there and they can't find it. Well, there's an at symbol.
Is it at Tony 2 times?
Yeah, Tony 2 times.
Just turn the volume down on that. Oh, I got you, bro. Right here. I got it. Put an at symbol in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right. You got
so thank you, Staxx. So I got arrested in 2014 for impersonating a police officer on my channel.
Where you from?
I'm from New Haven, Connecticut.
All right. So listen. You went to Little Cheshire, right?
I went to NY.
Me too, bro. D Cottage. Right when you get there, you go to D Cottage, right?
Yep. D Cottage we started out with, and then I went to then I went to C. I was in laundry for a little bit, and then I got a ticket, and I ended up in F.
I was in the laundry too, man. I was pressing the name tags on the jumpsuits.
Yeah.
That's it, the little name tag you would have.
Yeah, we had the jumpsuits back then with our name tags with our number.
The white zipper.
With the zipper. Yeah, my shit's old. 2744025, bro. Fucking shit's for the birds, though.
Mine's 25, bro.
25. Okay. Yeah, you went in before me, bro. You got your number before me.
I was wilding when I was a kid, bro.
Yeah,
wilding.
Where are you from?
Bristol, Connecticut.
Okay.
Bristol.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you said you went to prison for impersonating a police officer.
I got arrested. The name of the video was called "I'm an undercover ICE agent. I need to see your green card." And they literally arrested me when I went to see my PO. They came in, put me in cuffs, arrested me, gave me a $10,000. Yeah, gave me a $10,000
video about. What's the video about?
Okay, so I had one of my boys, right, and he was Spanish, but we were pretending like he was Mexican, and pretending like he was handcuffed, and I was doing a press conference with like reporters and stuff, you know, and and like he had paint on his, we pretended like it was paint on his face, so it was like a bunch of Mexicans were downtown New Haven huffing paint and causing mayhem. That's what it was about. And it was pretty funny, bro. A lot of my videos were funny, but you know, like I had a big following, like everybody I grew up with, you know, because I was always a class clown, and you know, then I did some stand up, and but yeah, bro. So I went to jail. I got out on a $10,000 bond, bro, and they really tried to literally violate my probation, give me more time and more suspended time and all that shit because of that video, because I didn't put a disclaimer in the bottom saying I'm not a real police officer, even though everybody and their mother on
Satire.
YouTube does that. Yeah.
You got to put satire in the description, or you know, this is for educational purposes, or something like that. Comedy, like it's not real.
No, it wasn't. I mean, Staxx, I was all fucked up back then, though, bro. I used to take heavy benzos and alcohol every day. I was on the methadone clinic, all that shit that comes with that life. You know what I mean? So I was out of my mind thinking I was a funny guy, you know, and stupid decisions. I had to take the whole. My last name, Honeycutt, is my last name. So it was Honeycuts It Up, half-ass comedy. And
so
I had a ton
of. Did you erase it? What happened with the case? They made you erase the whole channel?
What happened with the case was that finally, after I went back and forth to court for about a year while on probation, they finally said, okay, you plead guilty to this, whatever, and we're going to give you more suspended time and more probation, you know? And I was like, all right, fuck it. I don't want to keep coming back and forth to court, you know? And when they read, you know how in sentencing they read the whole thing front of everybody, you know? They made it seem like I was harassing some poor Mexican kid. You know what I mean? That I was harassing them and causing trouble, and I was like a bigot and all this crazy shit. When it was my boy who was handcuffed, and it was, you know, it was a joke. He had whipped cream on his mouth. It was supposed to be paint, like he was huffing paint. You know what I mean? And, yeah, it was wild, bro. But it was funny shit, you know?
Anthony says, yo, you remind me of Jerky Boys. Joe Blunt says, Anthony reminds me of the dude from Jerky Boys. They used to do prank calls in the 90s. I say, you buy this fucking car. You buy this fucking car. Look at the trunk. Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. I love the Jerky Boys.
Yo,
open your fucking ears, jackass. Huh?
Yeah. He's like, installation, I eat the fucking shit. I put mustard on it, eat the fucking shit.
Sal Rosenberg. I'll meet you down there and I'll bring all my shoes.
That dude's hilarious. Frank Rizzo. Remember Frank Rizzo?
Frank Rizzo. Open your fucking ears, jackass. Oh, yeah. Bro, I love the fucking Jerky Boys, man.
They were the best, man. Let me see if I can play one.
Yeah.
You still do comedy, man?
Staxx, I just recently got my life back together, you know, and like, you know, I've been clean. I volunteer at CCAR, which is Connecticut Community for Addiction Recovery. I'm there every day, working off my hours to start the Recovery Coach Academy.
That's
awesome. Know, so yeah, and I live in a sober house, and I'm getting my life back together, bro. You know, like I'm starting off at the bottom, but I'm right where I'm supposed to be. You know.
Hey, listen, man. God puts you in places that you need to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's a miracle, bro. It's a miracle.
The upset mean a lot, bro.
Yeah.
For real, you could be helping somebody there. You don't even know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see you do what you do, you know, and I could tell you, bro, that no drug can ever touch that feeling of service, of like helping somebody, you know? 100%. It really can't, man. And I'm learning that.
Katrina Michio is in the building. My host from Reform Podcast. Shout out to Katrina Michio. Did I say it right, Katrina? Yeah, man. Congratulations on your sobriety, man. I'm telling you, like, so I would rather me think about getting high, being sober, than thinking about being sober when I'm high. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can, trust me, man, my life ain't all peaches, bro. It's like sometimes I think about shit. I think about relapsing. Sometimes when things get tough, I'm like, damn, fuck it, throw in the towel. But then I'm like, I know what it can cause me. I know all the work I put in and all that. There's a lot that goes along with it, but once you reach a certain point, it gets easier and easier, man. It really does.
Yeah. I mean, Staxx, it's a miracle that the obsession's been lifted from my life, bro. I mean, I don't know how it's happened, maybe from going to meetings every day or whatever it is, but I know my whole life, bro, the last 20 years, every waking moment has been about the streets, has been about, you know, just having to put something in my system to fill that void, bro, like that void that's always looking for something, you know? And,
Yeah.
yeah, bro,
Court cases all the time. You always got court cases going on, right?
Yeah, all of it, bro. I got arrested in 2020, bro, for some bullshit. Got caught with some benzos. They violated my probation. I went and did 18 months. They gave me 18 months with no nothing, no probation, no suspended sentence, nothing. I jumped on it and took it. I said, give me 18 months. I'll do it. And when I get out, I don't owe you nothing. I'm done with
Where'd you
everything.
go? Where'd they send you?
I went to Corrigan, bro, and it was like
No.
right during COVID, too. Yeah, I did my whole little 18 months in Corrigan, bro. And then at the end, I went to Osborne. For like the last month, I went to Osborne, bro. So I sat in Corrigan.
Osborne.
D. No, I was in E at the end.
Dude,
I went from
Osborne is the worst.
D to E.
It's fucking hell on earth, bro. Osborne is hell on earth, man.
It was better than Corrigan. The reason I say that, bro, is because we were locked down every other fucking week in Corrigan, bro, for anything. They could fight, bro. They could have a fight next door in Rogowski, bro, and they're locking us down in Corrigan for the whole weekend, you know?
Yeah. I've been to
Corrigan
for like a stayover.
Yeah.
And
you know
who I ran across in Corrigan?
Oh.
The Cheshire home invasion, dude.
Josh Kamasarjeski?
One of them guys, they walked them right by us. They had the whole place on lockdown. They were trying to block the window from us seeing them, and they walked them right by us. Like,
it wasn't the old man. He was in Pennsylvania, so it must have been
the young guy. The skinny guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking
scumbags.
Inhumane dirtbag, scumfuck.
A lot of people might not know about that story, but I'm going to do a story about it. I'm going to go right to the spot where it happened. I'm going to do all that. I'm going to cover it eventually. That was my mother's doctor. That was my mom's doctor. That was my mom's doctor.
Oh, wow. Dr. Pettit.
Yeah.
Imagine being him, Staxx, losing your entire family. Imagine that. Crazy. I mean, his wife and his two daughters, bro. Beautiful family. And it was so senseless. Do you know it came out afterwards that the Cheshire cops, after the wife and, what was his name? I was in Carl Robinson with him back in 2001.
Yeah, these guys were like straight up convicts. They were in and out of prison all the time.
But they were both drug addicts, and this dude used to walk around with his Bible, bro. And he was a mentor in the time program in Carl Robinson and Building 6.
Right? The ball guy did.
Yes, and he used to tell everybody how to live their lives and that they're gonna fuck up. And he used to, he was a mentor, so like they would bring you up in the staff if you were doing things in the dorm. And he walked around with his Bibles, and then I saw this guy in the news in 2006. I said, that motherfucker, he did. I was blown away because they were just drug addicts. They never did any crimes like that. I mean, how do you go from larceny 6s, persistent career offender to murder the way they murder and rape? They fucking raped those girls, bro, and the mother.
You can't say the R word on here. Yeah, they don't like that. Yeah, they don't.
My
like
bad.
That.
Yeah, I'm new.
I don't care, but they're a little sensitive about certain things you say on here. I got the new pictures of these guys. I'm going to show you guys what they look like when it happened, and I'm going to show you what they look like now. It's pretty nuts. They changed, their appearance has changed so much. It's insane. I'm going to show you guys right now what these guys look like. Wow, I can't even believe have you seen them in a long time?
No, I haven't, bro. I saw, what was his name, man? James Kamasarjeski and hold on, I'll tell you right now. Yeah, find that name. It's gonna bother me.
Kamasarjeski and Stephen Hayes.
Stephen Hayes.
Yeah. Two scumbags. They murdered a whole family. A mother and two daughters. They tied them to the bed and lit them on fire.
Yep.
But they did things to him first. It's terrible. Like the worst of the worst. That's what they are. This is the scumbag when it happened. This is right when a little after, I think. He lost a lot of weight here. He was fatter, right, before?
Yeah, he went on a hunger strike and he wouldn't eat.
This is them the night it happened.
Yep. Those are the pictures.
Here is them now. Peep this, bro.
Oh my fucking God. What's he, a Muslim now? He got a kufi on?
That's Komazarjeski. Here's another picture.
Yeah, I saw that one a few years back. Wait, that was from I think like years before they even did the murder, I think. Or is that
this is when they did the murder.
No, I thought that one was years before, like old pictures from when they first came in.
No, this is the right after they got arrested for killing them. Right here. This is the day. This is their mugshot from the day. They took their clothes, put them in orange jumpsuits, took pictures of them.
Okay.
And this is after. This is when he lost weight on the hunger strike.
Yeah.
And then this is them now. It's insane, man. Look.
Yeah.
These guys got crazy mental problems, though. It's called in the middle of the night. The name of the book. Go read this book. It's insane. The Middle of the Night. It's called.
I read it. It's about Komazarjeski and his past with robbing houses and stuff like that, bro. I read that book.
Yeah, it's crazy. Really detailed book.
Pretty insane. Yeah.
I'll show you guys a picture of the victims and the mom. So they made her go to the bank and try to withdraw like 50 grand or something. Some crazy, like 100,000 or something like that. They made her go to the bank and they
15,000.
15? Yeah, it was like a crazy amount, and like that.
And she did get it.
Get out. She did.
She got the money. She got the money, and and she told the tellers in the bank what was going on. Now, the tellers in the bank, this is from what the research I've done. The tellers in the bank didn't believe her and thought she was a crazy person. Okay? But they called the Cheshire police. Somehow something happened, and the Cheshire police were at the house in the back, in the woods, bro. In the woods, after this all happened and they came back to the house. How do you think the cops got there? How do you think they knew about it, you know? This is what I read, that they were posted up in the woods but wouldn't rush the house yet while they were still in there. And that's when he lit the house on fire.
Yeah, I heard that the cops just stayed outside and they eventually left out the house. They busted through the driveway, right? There was a garage door. They busted through that and then smashed through the roadblock, and then they caught him, right?
Yo, I mean, I don't know how they gave up so easy. It's the end of your life, bro. Like, you're not, I mean, I don't want to say you're not catching, but that, I mean, you know, the desperation that you'd have to have in that situation, bro. Like,
this is the house. They set it on fire and then they took off. The cops were outside. It was like a nice neighborhood. Cheshire. This is near Little Cheshire. Is right around there, man.
Yeah.
And Staxx right down the street.
Staxx. So what happened was William Pettit, the doctor right there, he was sleeping in the den in their house, you know, and these guys, they staked him out. They found the mother and the two daughters right at the grocery store like the night before, and they followed him home. That's how they knew about it. They wanted to rob somebody in Cheshire. At 3 o'clock in the morning, Komazarjeski busted through the back window and beat up the doctor while he was sleeping in the den with a bat and brought him downstairs and tied him up in a chair.
Yeah,
and that's when they went in and
like smacked his head open with the bat.
Beat him to a pulp.
Just like
what a terrible thing. I mean,
really crazy, man. But I got the Jerky Boys thing. Let's lighten the mood a little bit, all right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Rest in peace. Yo, another thing just happened. A family just got killed in Bristol on the Farmington line. They crashed their car with their 3 kids in the back, both adults, dead on arrival, dead on the scene, and the kids are in critical condition, I guess. It's insane, man. Don't drink and drive. Like,
no, don't fucking drink and drive.
Unemployed Painter. You want to see that one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which one you want to listen to? Unemployed Painter.
Look for one with Rizzo. Frank Rizzo.
I don't know, man. These are just some. They're security service.
Staxx, we're up live right now, right?
Yeah, people are watching us right now, man. Let's watch.
I can't see the
Ready?
comment. Yep.
You got to click comments, bro. There's a thing on the side. Click comment. You won't be able to see your screen, though, if you click comments.
Oh, no, I'm good.
You see it? Or
no,
just turn your volume down on another phone, and you could look at the comments like that way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, facts.
All right, ready for this, Jerky Boys? Go subscribe to this channel, the Jerky Boys. Fair. Nervous? Yeah, I'm very insecure. Let's rewind. That's fucking hilarious. Hey, listen, yo, if Genie Boy could stop beating his girlfriend, I'll give him a fair one. How about that, white boy? When Gene could not beat his girlfriend for 1 year, then I'll fucking give Genie Boy a fair one. You got it? That's a deal. I promise. Okay, 6 months. 6 months. If Gene could stay out of trouble for 6 months, I'll fight him head up. Drop the link, Stigs. You want to hit the link and jump in here? You feel free, man. Hit the link. Come in here. What happened?
That's that. They were bro. We grew up listening to them guys, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Is this the same show? Yeah, man. It's the same show.
What's up, Tommy Stigs?
Here, there's another one. I'll get a real funny one. Hold on. Let's see.
Get one of the Sal Rosenberg ones.
Let's see. Sal Rosenberg. All right, here's one. Sal Rosenberg. All right, ready? Go subscribe to this channel. It's the Jerky Boys. Fair use, man. Fair use.
Like an MMA. Oh boy, it's big, and it my hand does not look good.
This is too funny, man. I'll see you with my
nub.
Yeah, this is the same show, Tommy. I wasn't planning on going on for this long. I got fucking editing to do, but hey, you can't, you know, you just go with the flow, right? But yeah, man.
Yeah, we started talking. No, I was gonna say, yeah, we started talking. I brought you back with the MYI when I wrote that up there. You had to come check me out, bro, and bring back some memories.
Definitely, man. Everyone go subscribe to this dude's channel. I'll leave a link in the description. I'll put it in the chat. Go subscribe.
I might change the name. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I might change the name, you know. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, Staxx, but I just know that, you know, I could probably make some pretty good content, you know.
Hey, man, hit me up. I could try to guide you through the best way I can.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Definitely, man. I appreciate you taking the time, man, watching the show, coming on here, chopping it up with me, man.
I appreciate you, bro. I really, really do, man. Thank you so much. Everybody have a good weekend. And yeah, come check me out. I need some subscribers before I could even do a live, you know. It's Tony 2 times 2023. Spelled exactly like that, one word.
Tony 2 times 2023.
Yeah. The @ Yeah, thanks. I told you I need help.
Hey, I got you, man.
All right, guys.
You, man.
Hey, Staxx, thanks so much, bro. Everybody in the chat, have a good weekend, man, and stay blessed.
Thank you, bro.
All right.
All right.
Have a good one. Later, Staxx.
Later, bro. And if you guys like this content, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you could get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this podcast, start your own. And remember, don't be a